It's a right foot kick. Ferguson runs onto it, takes the mark, plays on quickly. His right foot kick on a long lead. Smith from full forward. Does it sit for him? Yes, it does beautifully. Wheels around, back towards the corridor, coming out Bowman. And that's a great play from Scott Bowman. Gives it away quickly to Kennedy. And he's missed through for one behind to Brendan Kennedy. So a quick start for the Magpies, 12-12-84. They lead Anakie 1-5-11. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 40 seconds played.
It's fairly obvious from that passage to play. Laurie North are going to play on it at all chances in this last quarter. That's really the way they've got to attack the quarter.
Well, I think, Eric, for a lot of reasons. One, because it's so damn cold out there, and if you stand around and get too cold, you might get injured, and you may as well be putting everything into the game. It'd be easy to slack off now and say you've got it won easily, but do that, you might get injured.
Well, the kick-in was taken by Hooper. It was pretty ordinary. It was just inside the line, very, very close to the 50-metre arc. So still in the forward half for North Geelong. I think, if anything, the Bruisers got colder, if that's possible. In the ruck there, Weiss went for the tap down, had to follow it up himself, comes to ground. Great work there by McDonald, handball to Weiss, Weiss to the lead there of Scown, and all too easy for North Geelong as Scown running in. Could have probably kept going with an open goal, but decided to go back 30 metres out, 45-degree angle, and about to have a shot on goal. So North Geelong now, if they can run it out and play this last 25-30 minutes, be good for their fitness. Well, not a good-looking kick from Brad Scam. I think it's good enough, and it's over the goal umpire's head. His first goal for the day, the 13th for North Geelong. 13-12-90. They lead Anakie 1-5-11. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 2 minutes gone.
Yes, I don't know whether percentage comes into a game like today, Eric, would it?
I think it will now, if they've got enough on the board.
I heard them say they wanted to kick 8 goals in the last quarter.
Okay.
So they've set themselves a task.
Well, I think you've got to set realistic tasks, and that is realistic, Laurie.
Yep, no doubt about that. We've already got one.
So back to the middle, Weiss and Fitzgerald. Umpire Burbers throws the ball in the air, favours Fitzgerald, gets it down. Slipping over at the crucial stage was Fitzsimmons for Anakie. Barnett runs away with a footy. Right foot kick out wide, Rowe. Don't think he'll be able to hang on to that one because that's into the Corai Bay nearly. It's out of bounds. Rowe jumps over the fence to get it.
I think the players that want to get hold of the footy and get it going.
Get running. So boundary throw in, half forward flank on the outer side. The Magpies into attack. I think Rowe was nearly going to get in the car over there and get some heat, I think.
I think I would have kept going as well.
So throw in, Weiss gets it down. And a free kick found for over the shoulder for the Roos. Might have been Dover, I think, who got it wide. Looking for his teammate there in Ryder. He couldn't take the mark, and we will have a boundary throw in centre wing on the outer side. So players move up the ground from the last boundary contest in the North Geelong's forward line. It'll be Weiss and Purvis on centre wing now. Umpire throws it in, favours Purvis, gets a double-handed down, hits the umpire and helped out Anakie because Purvis kicked it off the ground. Bowman gets back there with good pace. Can he pick it up? Yes, he can, but then he drops the footy. Umpire said yes, and it will be a free kick to Anakie. So
it was a good tackle, wasn't it?
Yep. The ball came back, I think it might be Ryder, who tries to chip the ball, lead from Habib. He's played in every position today, I think, Jace. So anyway, full back, full forward on the ball.
That's one of the problems with playing coach, Laurie. You coach, you really don't want to fall for that one, do you? Trying to fill all the gaps.
No, definitely not. You've got to be pretty fit to able to complete that task, and not every position suits you anyhow, so you get caught out in some of it. But it'd be nice to finish off with a goal here. He's in goal kicking range, and he's worked his butt off enough to kick a goal.
So Jason Habib will shoot for goal from 30 metres out. Pretty tight angle, kicking into the breeze. See how he goes. Kicks it across the face of goal, flack from behind. 15 line punches it through for behind. So Anakie go to 1-6-12. They trail North Geelong 13-12-90. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 5 minutes played.
So Simon Flack, surely go for the long kick with the breeze behind him. He's such a good kick, but he's looking for shorter options and decides to go short. Has teammate in McDonald at centre half back. Takes the mark, goes wide, or not such a good looking kick, I don't think. But, well, player Hall hustled over the boundary line. Hall with the number obscured. And He's had a bit of a swim in the mud in the third quarter and takes the ball over as Troy Greed. Looks like he might be preparing to come back onto the ground. Thank goodness for that. The ball comes back in once again. Tapped there by Nolan. Good work there for the North Geelong side. Backing back in the middle of the ground is Brett Fisher. Has taken the mark, kicks it towards the lead at full forward. Comes to ground. Well, player probably legged, I thought, in Bowman, Scott Bowman, not to be. And a bit more endeavour there from the Anakie players. They've cleared the ball out as goes wide. Here's a foot race between Michael Rowe and Derek Fitzsimmons. And, well, they do well, Anakie, as the ball is cleared by foot towards centre wing. Fitzsimmons keeps going. I think he's in the wrong sport here, but to his credit, Michael Rowe chased him every inch of the way, but all to no avail because Jamie Weiss picked it up, hooked it towards centre wing. The marks come back to Chris Barnett. The lead now has come from Smith. That's beautiful football, North Geelong. The lead from full forward in Smith. Barnett honoured that with a lovely left foot pass, and mark has been taken. About the man on the mark is 35 metres from goal, almost directly in front. Already 5 goals to his name, Paul Smith, as Troy Greed come on and looked like Brett Fisher went off. So, and now Paul Smith moves in, runs inside 50. Well, he makes a fair fist of that. It also is over the goal umpire's head. That's goal number 6 for Paul Smith. A reasonable afternoon now, the 14th for the North Geelong side. 14-12-96. They lead Anakie 1-6-12. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 7 minutes gone.
Yes, well, that was a nice goal. It was a nice build-up. They're playing fairly well at the moment. They're moving the ball around, sharing it around. I just see probably a bit of a pattern on the interchange bench today. I noticed most of the people gone to the bench are people who played interleague last week, so that's pretty good tactics to give them a little bit of breathing.
With all fairness, I did reckon Brett Fisher hobbled a bit towards centre-half back to start the quarter. I think he was suggesting to Darryl that he didn't even want to play the last quarter, but you're probably right. The players who did play last week are looking for a spell.
Back to the middle. Fitzsimmons got it away to Purvis. Now Bowman off half-back for North Geelong. Does well, backs himself and chips the ball to Scown. Good kick. And Scown takes the mark. He's got Rowe further afield. Chips it over the top to him. Can Rowe take the mark? No, he can't because it's out of bounds. On the full, into the car park, and Anakie will take the free kick. Hutchinson with the resultant free kick at half-back for the Roos. So he dodges around Rowe. Goes to the left foot towards centre wing. And from the back, Greed tapped it down, but Anakie had the numbers, and they got it towards the true centre wing position. Bowman's over the top of it as well. Was he held on to? The umpire said no, and it is out of bounds. We'll have a boundary throw in. Centre wing on the outer side. So Weiss and Purvis. Purvis takes it out of the ruck contest. Left foot kick to Cummins in the middle is okay. He takes it. Goes towards centre half forward with a kick, 2-on-2. Flack did pretty well in the end to leave it for Nolan, who took the mark and got it into the middle, looking for Ferguson, who runs away, backs himself and goes towards half forward. Long kick towards Rowe, got a hand to it. Coming out also Smith. Tries to trap it with one hand. Now Weiss runs onto it and backs himself, the big man. Right foot kick towards the goal square. Zitko's there. Scown also. Zitko tapped it back to Scown, but Scown went for the shepherd. Now Bowman, little toe poke. That was Scott. He leaves it for Kennedy. Went right, went left. Tried to get it away. Now we're going to the right. Goes towards Weiss, and it's off his hands and through for one behind to North Geelong. So they go to 14-13-97, the Magpies. And Anakie won 6-12. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 9 minutes played.
Just a little bit of lack of talk. Zitko did the right thing, pushed it back into the path of Scown, but Scown wasn't watching and missed out. From the kick in, Michael Rowe punches it forward to Elzinger, gets the handball back. He's well tackled and umpire call play on. Elzinger picks up the crumb, handball back. Michael Rowe, can he run into goal? He can't. Gee, it's got a bit hot out there in the pocket. Rowe is tackled and throwing the ball, said the umpire. And he didn't get a lot of support in there. There seemed to be a host of Anakie players around him, but the free kick has finally come back to Fitzsimmons, and in the back pocket for Anakie. Fitzsimmons will kick the ball clear. Outside 50, not a bad looking kick, going for the mark, one-handed out there for Anakie was, couldn't quite pick him up as the ball gets to centre wing, comes to ground. Big pack of players out there, very, very scrambly. Umpire puts a whistle on play, and just forward of centre wing for North Geelong on the outer side. The umpire will put the ball into play. 10 minutes gone, final quarter. Still very dark here at Osborne Park. Purvis used his body to get opponent out of the way. Picked up there for Anakie by Cummins. Handball back to Fitzsimmons. His kick is, well, his tackle as he kicked it, and it's rolled over the boundary line once again. So it's still just forward of the centre wing. Purvis, uncontested, gets the tap down. Anakie kicked to half forward. Bowman done well in this last quarter.
Yes.
That's Steve Bowman, is it?
Yep.
And I think his brother Scott is also on the ground in this quarter. But Steve Bowman off half back has the mark on centre wing. Looks for an option. It's in the mud pad. Oh, it's a terrible looking kick. He made a mistake in the last quarter, but this time Scown will recover it for him. Picks it on the left foot. The lead has come from Ferguson. Scown continues running, accepts a handball back on the left foot. Goes to who was that? Hurt his arm in that contest. Is it McDonald? The handball in the meantime's come over the top to Paul Smith, and he's hit the goal post for a force behind. So 6 goals, 4. Fair afternoon for him. And it's 14-14, 98 North Geelong, 1-6-12 Anakie. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 11.5 minutes gone.
So Craig Cummins from fullback for the Roos. Goes short towards Fitzsimmons in the back pocket. He chips the ball over the top as well. Finds Hutchinson. Going to about 30 metres. Goes to the right foot kick outside defensive 50. Weiss stands there. Got a number of Anakie players around him, including Hooper. Coming out at Hall as well. Worries Hooper to close to the boundary line. Can he keep it in? No, he's happy to see it over in the end. And with boundary throw in centre wing.
I mean, if you cast your eye to the right there, Jason, you can understand why Anakie have kicked 1 goal for the afternoon. There's no way they can get goals up there. They've just got no one in the forward zone.
From the back of the pack, Fitzsimmons gave it away by hand of Miller. Little left foot kick, gained 30 metres. And it's like rugby, just kicking for touch and then have a boundary throw in, following the ball, the footy down.
Well, allows your number of players to get back into your forward 50.
Yeah, when they kick the footy, they've got all the players behind the kick instead of in front.
So a boundary throw in. Purvis and Weiss. Purvis might get a free kick for over the shoulder. And yes, he does. So we'll have half forward on the outer side, Purvis with the footy. Once the ball comes back from Sean Fitzgerald, who was 20 metres out from goal. So Scott Purvis. Now there's a few players in front of the footy, Loz.
Yeah, there's plenty there now.
Too many probably now. Fitzgerald gives him a lead, so does Mulder. He's still got the football at half forward. He goes now with a left foot kick. Drives it long. Habib. Fitzgerald from behind plucks the mark. And, well, the umpire said
Man in front.
Nolan got a hand to it, so did Fitzgerald, so he's going to ball it up. So he balls it up 40 metres out from goal. Weiss gets it down. Goes towards Cranage. Over the top of it. Breaks free. Handball over the top to Greed. He could nearly turn around and kicked it. Then he handballs it out wide looking for Cranage again, who followed up, but he can't keep it in. And it will be a boundary throw in on the outer side centre wing. Sounds like a funeral march behind us there. So boundary throw in for Weiss and Purvis. Favours Purvis. Weiss gets it down at the back. Barnett slapped it on and can run free and break away. Backs himself, goes on the right foot. And, well, fell in the arms of Elzinger. He couldn't pick it up, though. Close to the boundary line, tried to keep it in. Costello's there as well. He can, keeps his feet. And his short little kick might be okay in the end. Finds Dover, who runs through defensive 50. Handballs over the top. And Hutchinson, handball on hands and knees to Riddick. Off a step towards centre wing. Weiss gets back there. Takes a good mark. And Jamie Weiss slows up the play. Long, he said. With the kick. We'll see how he goes. He's on centre wing. Leads on from Scown. Goes in that direction, except he overkicked the footy. Falls instead to Schulte. His kick smothered. Now Scown's got it again. He's got Kennedy running on the outboard from centre wing. He's at half forward. He can measure the pass towards Bowman, who goes up. Coming out. No, mark taken. Rose there. Bowman turns around and kicks the goal. So Scott Bowman has kicked his first. And for North Geelong, that is their 15th. They go to 15-14, 104. And they lead Anakie 1-6-12. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. And we've been playing 15 minutes in the final term. We see another of the interleague reps coming off the ground, Loz. Brad Scown to be replaced by Kane Harrington.
He's done quite well since half-time, Scowny, actually.
So another goal, good build-up. And young Scott Bowman kicking his first. Had the numbers there at the fall of the ball, the Magpies. And they made the best of it.
Some three-quarter time scores other GDFL games. East Geelong 6-7. Trail Thompson 9-7. Bannockburn 2-9. Winchelsea 18 goals 6. Belpost Hill 10-15, Inverleigh 7-4, Werribee 18-19, Geelong West 5-6, Belmont Lions 7-6, Corio 10-9. As the ball has been put in the air in the middle mud patch and it's getting quite muddy now. Free kick paid to Corio, it's gone to Cummings. So ball back with him. Man on the mark in the centre circle, which is very black, muddy. Cummings now. Kicks it as long as he can. Gee, that ball seemed very, very heavy, but it's fallen into the arms of a teammate on at half forward. I think that was Hutchinson, chipped it further forward, and the mark taken there by Chris Fitzgerald. Decides to go to the lead there of a bib, but put his body on the line, Ferguson. Got some good backup there by Longstaff, and the ball cleared out of trouble. Only as far there as Chris Fitzgerald again, handball forward. Found a teammate in Costello, goes to full forward. No mark taken back there. Ball comes to ground. Greed runs through, gets some support there. Bowman actually got into his way instead of shepherding, and finally caused the Anakie forwards to be able to get a ball up 35 metres out from goal directly in front at the 17-minute mark of the final quarter. Tap forward for Anakie, only as far as Flack. Up a step, drives it long to centre wing. Oh, terrible bounce for all players there. Finally at the back, it's Cummins for Anakie, unable to control the footy, however, and it's over the boundary line for a throw-in, almost back to centre wing, out of side. So the ball about to come back in. Purvis, this time against Noland. Physical strength, takes the footy, runs off, kicks towards half forward, and the ball lands just inside the field of play, I think. The boundary umpire a fair way behind it, but prepared to collect the footy and throw it in the air. It's 40 metres from the Anakie goal, kicking in this final quarter to the southern end. Yet to kick one behind in this quarter as the ball comes in once again. Tap comes down to Riddick on the left foot, hooks it back towards the goal square. Simon Flack can't take the mark off hands. It is another behind to Anakie. They're second for the quarter, 1-7-13. They trail North Geelong 15-14, 104. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 18 minutes gone.
Flack kicks in, but finds a couple of Anakie players. They raffle it. Ryder's taken the mark. On the point of the centre square at half forward. Across the ground, in the middle to Cummins. Hasn't got anything in meterage. And he chips it over the top, over the head of Fitzsimmons. Falls off Weiss's leg. Now Greed puts a tackle on. Fitzsimmons gets a kick away though. Bowman, Miller. Now Bowman kept his feet and then he gets a push in the back. The umpire said over the shoulder. And we'll take the free kick. Steve Bowman kicks it to the outer side, looking for Kennedy. Takes the mark, gives it away quickly by hand to Hall. Runs through centre wing, kick over the top towards McDonald. Tried to leave it for Rowe. Good tackle. Now it might come to Rowe and he can run away. And got a bit of time and space to take 2 bounces and run to 50. Take 3 bounces. Keep going, son. Kick the goal, Rowe. 4 bounces, 5 bounces. Costello bears down 20 metres out. Kicks the goal.
Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you? Did all the hard work.
Michael Rowe has put it through for his first. And for North Geelong, they're 16th. They go to 16-14, 110. And they lead Anakie 1-7-13. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 19.5 minutes played.
Yeah, well, it's far too easy, isn't it?
Oh, yes, yes. But I mean, that was probably a deserved goal. He's tried very hard most of the day, Michael Rowe, without a lot of success. But when nobody runs at you, surely, Laurie, the first thing you learn as a defender, you've got to run at the bloke coming at you with a footy.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt about it.
He must have ran, what, 80 yards?
Yeah, easy.
Certainly bouncing the ball. As looks like McDonald's nearly had enough in his first game. He's done quite well. But in the middle, ball taken away on this occasion by Anakie, through players' legs, picked up by Dover. He's fallen to ground. Gee, it's a bit of a shambles there. It's almost in the centre square. Dover gets a handball out to Fitzsimmons. Fitzsimmons towards Habib at full forward. Gets rid of his opponent. with a bit of strength, hooks it in the air.
He's missed everything.
He's kicked 3 behinds, Jason Abib. This one missed absolutely everything, out of bounds on the full. So he's tried very hard, be it forward or back, but unfortunately hasn't scored. Simon Flack, beautiful kick, but Purvis read that well, and Cranage sat back and waited for it to come. It didn't happen. Purvis now hooks it forward, and once again Jason Abib has taken the mark. 35 metres out, 45-degree angle, and just the way that footy is, he might even be struggling to get the distance, Laurie. That ball's pretty heavy.
Yeah, I think he might be a bit weary as well, so it's going to take a good kick from there to get there.
Well, he didn't even kick it. He handballed to a teammate there who's hooked it out of bounds on the full, and that's a pretty poor effort from out there. Goodness gracious. Was it Fitzsimmons?
But this has just been typical, Eric, of their finish work today. It's been very, very poor when they've got the ball. They've worked hard, but they've just haven't any purpose in their play whatsoever.
So here's North switching the play. It's a terrible kick from Cranage, and he's going to get away with it because the ball bounced pretty well. So Greed does well. That's a better kick. He's found Elzinger in the whoop. Elzinger went with it before he got the footy, and now it's a contest picked up there by Ferguson over the top to Scown. Here go the interleague boys now. Scown tried to kick it off the outside of the boot. Gee, could almost be 50 metres there against Matt Ryder. But Paul Smith had a player absolutely unattended, 30 metres nearer the goal, and very unselfish play from Paul Smith. Probably, well, debatable whether he'd got the distance, but certainly this young fellow should. Brendan Kennedy. He's kicked 2 behinds. He's tried very hard to get a goal. Now he's 25 metres out, next to no angle, and an opportunity to get a score on the board off his boot. He's done just that. Well done, Brendan Kennedy. His first goal, and most unselfish play there from Paul Smith. 17th goal to North Geelong. 17-14, 116. 1 goal, 7, 13 for Anakie. Buckley's Entertainment Centre. Final quarter scoreboard, 22 minutes gone.
Yes, well, they're just about answering the coach's wishes, aren't they? He asked for 8.
Well, they've kicked 5.
So I think another 3. They're going to do that in about 3 minutes, aren't they? But they're playing all over Anakie.
This will be good. Troy Greed's going to be in the ruck, I think.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Weiss is on the wing. We'll see who goes up.
Been a hard day for a Jamie Weiss after a long day last week. Lies the ground heavy today.
Yeah, he's done pretty well. He's got quite a number of kicks. And
it was Nolan, I think, got
Nolan
the tap down.
Was it. From the middle, Elzinger taps it on at centre half forward. Running the other way, Fitzgerald got it away to Fitzsimmons. Over the top, still at centre half forward for North Geelong. Fitzsimmons through the middle, tries to ride the bump, not going anywhere. So the umpire will come in and ball it up.
Troy Elzinger, he stands pretty firm. That's twice the fellow with the foot. He's tried to charge through him, and he's stood his ground.
So Nolan gets it down beautifully to Cranage, handball to Scown. He was going to handball it back, but he elects to kick with the right foot up towards the 10-metre square. Free kick, was it, for a hold?
Yep. And
play on advantage, and Bowman's kicked the goal for North Geelong. So it was against maybe Schulte or Costello, but Bowman has put his second on the board. And the 18th for North Geelong. They go to 18-14, 122. And they lead Anakie 1-7-13. Buckley's Entertainment Centre. Final quarter scoreboard, 24 minutes played.
All the players in the pack were absolutely stunned, Laurie. There's about 10 players there. Couldn't believe where the ball had gone, and Scotty Bowman picked it up and kicked the goal, and they're all shaking their heads.
Yeah, look, it was good. It had to be that way. I mean, they ran onto it, and it had to be a goal, so the advantage was definitely there.
We're certainly not going to finish any too early, are we? It's getting very, very dark.
Very dark.
As the umpire, thank goodness he's white and the centre square is black, because we can see the umpire. So the ball in the air, and it's Purvis again. Gets the tap down to Fitzsimmons, but intercepted by Cranage. Gets a kick just before he's tackled, round the body to half forward. North in attack again. Oh, good work there. Chris Barnett gets the ball forward. Is he able to get the handball back? He's not. Running onto it is, that looked like Michael Rowe. The check side kick running in, if you don't mind, has kicked his second goal. All too easy. And a little bit of arrogance in that, Laurie, I think, as the 19th goal goes on the board for North Geelong. 19-14, 128. They lead Anakie 1-7-13. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 25 minutes gone.
2 words, Laurie. Can
play.
Can play.
Yeah.
Well, 25 minutes. They got 1 to go, Loz. They got 7.
We're going to see a lot more of him come finals time. I think the St Albans ground is going to suit Michael Rowe right down to the tee, and he's a great player. We saw what he can do last week in the pocket, and he's accumulated a fair few kicks today on a wing.
So back to the middle. Nolan goes up, as does Purvis. Comes towards Greed, gets it away to centre half forward again. Now out of trouble, Riddick gives it away by hand. Now we're back to Hutchinson off a step at half back. Goes towards centre wing. The Magpies raffle it. Flax there. And gets the handball back from Cranage. Now he gives a left-hand handball. Terrible in the end. Goes towards Purvis. He gets it away. Miller can chip the footy towards centre half forward. Hall overran it. Harrington's getting back there. Kick off the ground. Back towards the middle. And just for something completely different, it's raining as well now. Dover runs into a tackle. Now goes to Miller. Tried to kick it off the ground. And is that holding the ball? No, the umpire said it's held to him. It'll be a ball up at centre half forward for Anakie.
They paid those early in the game, but not late.
No. Don't know why the fire truck's leaving the ground. I wouldn't have thought there was a fire around.
No, goodness.
So a ball up, centre half forward for Anakie. Purvis gets it down. Dover from 40 metres out has missed. 3 for 1 behind. So Anakie go to 1-8-14. And they trail North Geelong 19-14, 128 Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 26.5 minutes played.
So Flack again to kick in for North, decides to go long. Got the torpedo going, landed well outside 50. It's Simon Riddick against 2 out there. Weiss. Riddick does well, wins the football. The ball gets hooked back inside 50 and the mark taken by Cummins. Runs toward goal. He's hooked it around the body and got Jason Habib standing on his own, 20 metres from goal.
He'll kick one here, surely.
On one leg, I think, too.
I think he might be, yes. And, I think it's been a long day for the 2 umpires as well, because it's been hard going. The heavy ground with Jason Habib. Fairly acute angle. He's not that far in from the boundary, but an opportunity here to kick a well-deserved goal. He puts it on the boot. I think he might well have kicked the goal. Terrific work by the coach. Jason Habib kicks his first, and that's the second for Anakie. 2 goals, 8-20. They trailed North Geelong 19-14, 128 Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 27.5 minutes gone.
Where's those timekeepers? Haven't they got any heart?
That's 8 goals in the quarter, Laurie. Might go 30.
I think it will too, Eric. Yeah, but it is raining. It is
exactly right.
Don't worry about it. There's only 4 blokes I can see on the ground, and the umpires. As dark as anything in the middle. Purvis gets it down, I think, and Cranage over the top of it. And also Fitzgerald's there and Fitzsimmons. Barnett wraps him up. Oh. Lucky the umpire was on the other side, I think. Derek wasn't trying to get that out too. No, he wasn't. And the umpire will come in and ball it up. Still in the middle. Throws it up in the air now. Purvis taps it out over the head of Fitzsimmons. Weiss, the biggest ruck rover in the league. He gets a kick off the ground. Out wide, Kennedy and Rowe. But the boundary line will beat them both. And we'll have a boundary throw in.
I think the Anakie players were pretty happy they got to the boundary. They'd given it up.
So, waiting for the ball to come back over the boundary line. Ruck contest in between wing and half forward on the outer side. Purvis and Nolan. Purvis gets it down. Running at it was Fitzsimmons. Left it for Dover. Right foot kick out wide. Too wide, in fact, and out of bounds on the full. So Harrington with the resultant free kick for the Magpies at half back. Tries to give it towards Barnett. Sits okay for him. Runs free. And went with a left foot kick towards half forward. And Anakie are going to be able to clear it once again inside defensive 50. Papalangi goes out wide. Looking for a couple of teammates out there. One of them is Dover. Got the handball away towards Riddick. His hands further afield to Fitzsimmons. Runs through centre wing. Chips the ball towards Sean Fitzgerald. Takes the mark. On the point of the centre square at half forward, he chips the ball towards Ryder, who can play. He's got more on his outside. He kicks it to him now at half forward still. 55 out from goal. He's taken the mark.
If they're all flooding back now, that's the trouble.
And he chips the ball towards the lead of Habib, and he takes the mark on his chest. He'll be kicking from 45 metres out. This will definitely test the leg. So North Geelong will definitely be 19-14, 128. And Jason Habib has put 1 behind on the board, I believe. So he ends up with 1 goal 4, and Anakie end up with 2 goals 9-21. So in that final quarter, Anakie kicked 1 goal 4, and the Magpies kicked 7 goals 3, and have ended up winning by 107 points against the Roos, 19-14, 128, Anakie 2-9-21. The goal kickers for the Magpies, 6 to Paul Smith, 3 to Mario Zitko, and 2 each to Michael Rowe and Scott Bowman. Singles to Troy Elsinger, Chris Barnett, Brendan Kennedy, Jamie Weiss, Brad Scown, and Ryan McDonald. Well, the goal kickers for Anakie, Brendan Dover and Jason Habib. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have the final siren. Thanks to Australian Treated Pine this afternoon. At a very dark Osborne Park, we'll have a wrap of the day in football. Round 10 results from other games in the GDFL. And a look ahead towards round 11, the Carrington Hotel Player of the Day, and much more. You're listening to 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.